your girl Maya, and I am back at it again with another video. Okay, before we get into this video, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, turn on y'all post notifications so y'all can be in tune with every video that I post. Okay, so today we're gonna be doing a girl talk video, and it's lit. Okay, ladies, tap the fuck in. First topic I want to talk about is hygiene. Hygiene was posted a lot. I really don't have nothing to say about hygiene. I mean, I don't suggest or recommend like douching, however you said, or using scented products or anything of that nature. Just strictly washing with unscented products, no vaginal cleaner or anything like that. Okay, I would suggest using natural stuff. Like, well, I use Dove. My skin is real sensitive, so I only can use Dove. That's the only thing that I use. And I was never really big on like scented lotions and perfumes. Like, I'm not really into that type of stuff, just because my skin is sensitive, so I don't really care for all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about hygiene. I mean, put on deodorant, take a bath every day. And yeah, and if it's anything going on with your body, ladies, go to the doctor. If you see something that's not regular, go to the doctor. If you smell something that's not normal, go to the doctor. Don't wait around and think that it's going to bypass. Go to the doctor if something is not right about your body. You shouldn't have no scent to you. I mean, a normal scent, something that's not a stench or something that don't stink, but you shouldn't have like an odor. If you have that, go to the doctor. Next topic, pads versus tampons. Definitely pads. Neither, to be honest, because why do we have a period anyway? Like, but I would suggest, well, not suggest, but I prefer pads. I don't like tampons. It feel like a dingling inside your body like all day long. I don't know, it's weird. It's too much to go through. I just don't like the thought of it. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not sanitary, but in a way I feel like it's not sanitary. But to each his own, that's personal preference. I mean, whatever you want to do. What do I want to talk about next? It says, how do you keep a long-term relationship? Yeah, I think I mentioned this in my first video. I mentioned it a little bit, but having a long-term relationship is very, very tricky. It could be good and it can be bad. It's going to be good and it's going to be bad, because nothing is perfect. You are going to go through things, literally. And if your relationship is too perfect, like if you're not arguing, if you're not fighting, if things are not occurring where y'all like not agreeing, then it's not real. That's not something that's realistic. That's something that's fake, because nothing is perfect. So of course you're gonna go through some stuff in your situation. I'm not saying that you let somebody dog you out or you let somebody do you just any type of way. No, I'm not saying that, but you do have to be understanding that things will occur in your relationship, and both parties got to want to make it work. Not one person can make it work, only two people can make it work. And you gotta have like a lot of forgiveness, a lot of compromise, a lot of understanding, a lot of communicating. Communicating is everything. If you don't communicate with one another, you won't know what one person is thinking, and it just leave space and time to think whatever you want to think. So it's a lot of factors that's come with, especially for young people. You young, you want to do a lot of stuff, and when you're in a relationship, you kind of held down. So you got to be ready to go through them trials and tribulations. You got to be ready to fight for what you want. Next one. Do girls deserve head first than boys, or vice versa? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's personal. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. I guess it depends on the situation. Like, if it's a girl's first time, yeah, she deserved it first. You know, she deserved to go through that first, because a lot of the times girls are the ones, it's their first time, but boys, they pretty much know what they're doing. So I say girls on that one. Do you believe boys cheat more, or do girls? Boys. I'm sorry, I'm being very biased, but boys. But I am not saying that girls don't cheat. Girls do cheat. But I think boys cheat more than girls, just for the simple fact that when a boy cheat, it literally can mean nothing. Like, they might not have no feelings for that person, for that girl, or whoever it was. They might have zero feelings for them, but they just do it because they can. But when a girl cheat, it means something. A girl usually just don't cheat for no reason. She probably liked that person. She probably loved that person. So, and I'm speaking for like majority, you know, but it could be some other circumstances. But for the most part, I think men do cheat more. I think boys do cheat more. This is a good one. Waxing or shaving? Waxing. Definitely waxing times 100,000%. Shaving is okay. I was a regular shaver, but waxing is very different. The only thing about waxing is it is a process when you are first starting off, but the results is way better than shaving. Not only that, but it's better. I think it's healthier. You know, you won't have a lot of discoloration. You won't have ingrown hairs. You won't have bumps. You won't really have any of that stuff. Some people don't have it while you shaving. Some people do. I mean, everybody's body is different. But my personal preference now that I've started getting a wax is waxing. Waxing is definitely better. Do you think boys care about pubic hair? Yes. Yes. I think that boils down to like a hygiene thing. Not saying nothing is wrong with pubic hair, but I personally don't want any pubic hair. But I mean, I think they do care. I think, like I said, it's a lot about hygiene and how you keep yourself. Some men may prefer that it's down there, and a lot of men most likely don't want it to be down there. But the interesting thing about that is when I was in school and I took a sex class, we were discussing it, and my teacher told me that a lot of adults believe that if it's bald, that like they look like a child, which is very interesting to me, because I was just like, I never heard that before. But it do make sense though. When you think about it, it do make sense. So yeah. How has being a more mature woman affected you in both a positive and negative manner? It's a good one. So I think on the negative side, being mature as I am, especially, I think I matured at a really young age. I feel like I sacrificed a lot and I gave a lot when I shouldn't have. And I did a lot for people that I shouldn't have. I forgave people that I shouldn't have. You know, I forgave situations that happened that I shouldn't have, just from my maturity. And then on the positive side, by me doing all those things that I mentioned before, it keep my blessings coming. Like, even though I said that those things that I just mentioned were negative, I really love being mature. I love being the kind, giving-hearted person that I am. I don't want to be some stuck-up person who don't want to help out, or who don't want to, you know, give when people are in need. I don't want to be that person. So I feel like the good thing about it is, you know, I always will get my blessings in the end. I just remain humble, you know. And the bad thing is, you can get taken advantage for being mature at such a young age, and you can let a lot of shit happen and a lot of shit slide just because you're mature, and you probably shouldn't. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, what's the best birth control to get on? I do not recommend a shot at all. I hated the shot. It was the most horrible thing that happened to me in my life. It had me feeling like I wanted to Like, it had me up and down, mood swing. It was horrible. It was horrible. I feel like I only been on 2 birth controls, so the shot, and I'm on an IUD right now, and I love the IUD. It is very, very, very effective. Initially it was an easy procedure. It did cause a little pain afterwards, but after that I've had no problems with my IUD. But everybody's body is different though. Like, I heard people talking about good things with the shot. I heard people talking about bad things with the shot. I heard people talking about good things with IUD. I heard people talking about bad things with IUD. So it could go either way. It just depends on how your body is. It just depends, because like I said, everybody's body is very, very, very different. How do you regain trust when it is broken? So I guess when it comes to like relationships, so that's really difficult, because that's like healing. When something happened and you gotta go through getting your trust back, that's like a healing process. And the crazy thing about the healing process is it never ends. A healing process, it don't end. Like, I feel like healing it's ongoing, because some days you can feel like everything is cool. You didn't forgave, you didn't forgot, you didn't got over the situation, but then it'll be that moment or that time where something might happen, or you might think about something and it make you think about the situation, or you might see something and it make you think about the situation that broke that trust, that broke that bond. You be like, damn, like that shit really happened to me. And you just be thinking like, I didn't deserve that. It make you mad all over again. It put you in that moment all over again. So it's like, you could be cool one minute and you could be down the next minute, and you be thinking that you over it, but you really not. It just depends. Like I said, it's ongoing. You gonna have your good days, you gonna have your bad days. But as far as actually building, that's something that you just have to do with that other person. You cannot build trust with somebody else by yourself. For me, it was more so like a feeling. I feel like when you trust somebody, or you've gained that trust back, you gonna feel it. You know, it's gonna be a feeling of certainty. It's gonna be a feeling of secureness. You're not gonna feel like this gonna happen or that's gonna happen, or I gotta be worried about this, or you're not gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like everything is cool beans, and you're not gonna, like I said, it's gonna be that feeling. It's kind of gonna be like that women intuition. Women intuition is real. Let me just throw it out there. Women intuition is real. If you feel like something is going on, something is going on. If you feel like something is not right, something is not right. If you feel like you need to follow your first mind, follow your first mind, because women intuition is real. That's something that we was blessed with, y'all. I'm telling you. It never let me down. Never, ever, 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 ever let me down. So when you got that feeling of secureness, you better know that you're secured. If you got that feeling where you're not feeling secured, something fishy going on. So you just gotta be aware. Peep the scene. You know, if somebody wants you to gain that trust back, or wants you to gain the trust back for them, they gonna put in that effort to make it work. It's gonna show on both ends, your end and that other person's end. So it's a two-party thing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever just gotta be able to put in the work. Next question. How do you come to your mom or your dad about losing your virginity? So just to let y'all know, it's always going to be hard telling your parent that you lost your virginity. A lot of parents don't want to hear about you losing your virginity, especially if it's not the age that they want you to be at. Now, what I will say is they probably will be more okay because you came to them and told them. But nobody gonna want to hear about their daughter having sex. That's just, I mean, you have a few parents that might be cool, you know, okay with it. But for the most part, nobody is going to be cool with that. So as far as the right time or how you do it, you just come out and you just do it. You just like, I would suggest from the experience that I went through, I would suggest that you tell them before you do it, when you're thinking about doing it, because when you do that, then they can prepare you. You can take the right steps to be secured for that situation, to be protected for that situation. I would suggest telling them before. If you do tell them after, just make sure you are being honest. Make sure before you even engage in that type of activity that that's something that you really want to do, that person is somebody you really want to have that special moment with, because losing your virginity, that's a special moment. Don't let nobody tell you different. Losing your virginity, that is a big deal. To me it is, and it should be to you too. So just be honest, be cool about it. I mean, it's not really much to do or much to say when it comes to a situation like that. Like I said, no parent is really gonna be able to just swallow it and be like, okay, cool, you having sex. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a little tense, but it's best to let them know and be honest. Next question: what age is the right age to lose your virginity? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the proper age is probably maybe like 17. I don't know. Please don't take my advice. But probably like 17, maybe like 16. 16 or 17. Because by that time, I feel like you are pretty... If you are on the right track and you have good parents that are raising you like you're supposed to be raised, you are pretty responsible. And I would say that age, if you have found somebody and you guys have been talking and been dating for a while and you feel comfortable with them, I feel like that's like a pretty much appropriate age, especially 17, because 17 you pushing on 18, you basically grown when you're 18. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool, you know. But I don't know, people may say 18, some people may say 21. That's a personal preference. I mean, I don't think you should be having, I want to put it out there, I don't think you should be having sex under the age of 15 though. No, it's not. You don't really know what it is at that age. You haven't really grasped the concept of what it is, so I wouldn't suggest doing that. Okay, next question. Let me go over to this next screenshot. Which one? Okay, what should a girl keep in her purse? Ladies, so this is what I keep in my purse. I always have some type of lip gloss, some type of something to go on my lips, whether it's lip gloss. I don't really wear lip gloss. I wear like cocoa butter, or if it's Vaseline, whatever your purpose is, something to go on your lips. Like a pad or a panty liner, tampon, whichever one you use, just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. You need to be prepared. So that I keep all my cards, whatever your point of cards is. I don't really carry cash, so I'm not going to say cash, but my granny always tell me that it's good to keep some type of cash on you, but I'm not big on cash at all, so I don't really keep cash. Before COVID, I didn't really do like hand sanitizer, but now since COVID been going on, I try to like keep hand sanitizer in my purse because you need it. What else do I use? My charger, of course, can't go nowhere without my charger. I keep my AirPods in there as well, and I think those are the only like essential things that I keep in my purse, and I might throw some other stuff up in there, but I think those are the main things that I keep in my purse, like what you should keep in there. Okay, let's see. I'm reading what Gigi sent me. She sent me so much stuff, y'all. I don't know which one. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Not from Gigi, but this is a good one. Do sex always hurt the first time? I'm going to say hell yeah. Yes, hell yeah. Because the process of it, the procedure of it, of course. And I'm not even gonna say necessarily that it hurts all the way physically, but kind of emotionally in a way too, because it's like, damn, like I really just lost my virginity. Like, that's a big thing. That's a real big thing. But of course, I think it hurt. If it's really your first time, yes, it's definitely gonna hurt. Okay, for younger girls especially, but for all girls, the values of morals and self-respect, very, that's very big. Like, your morals and self-respect is everything. If you don't have no morals or no self-respect, that means you're gonna let anybody walk over you. That means you're gonna let anybody do whatever they want to do to you, and you can't do that. If you don't have no self-respect, you don't have nothing to stop you from letting people do what they want to do to you, or letting somebody take advantage of you. Self-respect is what you gotta have first. Morals is what you gotta have first. Like, you cannot be with somebody else if you don't have those things, like, about yourself. I don't know, like, I just feel like you don't have no self-respect, you're gonna go for anything, and that's not cool. So, and self-respect is loving yourself, caring for yourself, respecting yourself, your body, your looks, everything, on and up to all of that good stuff. Yeah, having morals, like, for example, morals would kind of be like, I want to do this, that, and the third in life. I know what I want to do in life. I know that I need to be out here making money to provide for myself. Those type of things are morals. Or morals is, I'm not going to talk to 10 different dudes at one time. I'm going to stick to this one man. Those are morals that you want to have. That is the type of self-respect that you want to have. You don't got that, you can't talk to nobody else, or it's just going to go flop downhill, and it's just gonna be over. It's very important, especially for our younger generation girls, because I feel like nowadays our younger generation girls, they lack a lot of morals and a lot of self-respect, and I feel like it's because they don't have the proper guidance. Like, when I was growing up, my whole family, you pretty, you beautiful, like, you was smart, you was intelligent. My daddy, my mama, my stepmama, my grandmas, my uncle, everybody told me that, like, when I was coming up, I never got no bad, like you dirty, or you not gonna be this, or you don't have this, and you don't look like that. I never got that when I was growing up. I was always uplifted. So that's why my confidence is up here. Like, I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't care about how nobody feel about me. I know that I am pretty. I know that I am smart. I know that I'm capable of a lot of things. Like, you gotta have that confidence, but it gotta come from somewhere else, somebody up here. You can't, if you don't have that guidance when you are younger, you're not gonna have it when you get older, and it's not just gonna come to you naturally. So I feel like a lot of our younger girls don't have that, and it's sad, because you see a lot of girls that are pregnant, that are 14 and got 2 kids. Like, it's just, they get on Facebook or they get on social media and they kind of down themselves, or you see them following after these other girls or women who don't have any self-respect. So I think it's very important, especially if you want to, like, be somebody, like, be somebody for real, and be comfortable in your own skin. Like, that's so important, y'all. Women go through a lot of, like, depression, and they just lack, like, that self-respect. I don't know, it's horrible how the women are treated. But like I said, if you didn't have that confidence and those encouraging words when you were growing up, it's going to be hard for you as you get older. So it is very important. Please take that serious. And if you are not getting that type of guidance, or if you are feeling down about yourself, go talk to somebody, seriously. Self-care days or tips. Self-care is very important. And that's something that I feel like I do lack, in a sense. Like, I shop for myself and stuff. I make sure my hair is done, my nails done, all that. But self-care is deeper than appearance, y'all. It's literally taking time for yourself. Time, literally. When I say time, I mean like a day for yourself or something. In order to stay sane, you need time to yourself. Like, maybe just like a day to just chill alone, or just, you know, I don't know, just kind of like do you, in a sense. It's very important, so you don't get, like, depressed or stressed out. Because with me, I'm so, why I say I kind of lack this, because I'm so giving, make sure this person straight, make sure this person, I gotta make sure this person, like, I'm that type of woman where I want to make sure everybody good around me first before I make sure I'm good. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It have its pros and cons, but at the end of the day, you gotta make sure self is straight first. If you're not straight, nobody else around you cannot be straight. Like I said, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love anybody else, because self-love comes first. Self-love is most important. So, like, I would just suggest taking those times out, like, by yourself. And my self-care really do kind of come from me going to the nail shop or me getting my hair done. I shop a lot. I buy myself a lot of stuff that I want, and that's just kind of like my self-care. But it just depends. Like, some people might meditate, some people might do yoga, some people might, I feel like self-care is me riding in my car, listening to all the music I want to listen to, making videos, taking pictures. That's self-care to me. But that's a personal preference. It's kind of like whatever you want to do, then do it. Whatever you feel like is best for you, then do it. But yeah, it's up to you. Let's see what else is on her, y'all. Let me go on Instagram because I didn't screenshot everything. Okay, here go one. Beauty hacks. Beauty hacks. I don't know. My biggest beauty hack is just telling myself that I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm very, 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 very photogenic. I love the camera. Like, I love everything about taking pictures, everything about taking videos, everything about, like, I love putting on clothes and getting cute. That's a beauty hack. Like, if your confidence is up there, you gonna feel like you the shit. That's how you gotta tell yourself. Like, even if you haven't, like, even on my days when I'm walking around in a body, I'd be like, yes, I'm still the shit. Like, confidence is your beauty hack. Other than that, I don't really know, like, no other beauty hacks or nothing like that. So we're gonna go on to the next one. Hold on. She said, what is the hardest thing about being in college? That's a good question. College is, honestly, y'all, am I being completely honest? College is not even really hard. Like how they make it seem when you in high school, college is not that hard. Now, what I can say that is true, they do have you on an independent mission. Nobody's gonna hold your hand through college. You are by yourself. The only people that you really have are your peers, like the people around you. The professors will help you to a certain extent, but for the most part, you don't really have no help for real. So I would say that you have to be on top of your stuff, because, for example, like if you don't read your syllabus and your teacher not giving you those deadlines, you're gonna be SOL. You're gonna be shit out of luck when it comes to assignments and due dates. You're gonna be shit out of luck. And finding your way around campus too. Like I said, if you don't have your peers, you pretty much gonna be SOL, because college is a big place to be. It's a lot of different people, a lot of different, you know, it might be so many people that nobody even notice you. That's how many people it is in school, and everybody's on their own mission. Like, people got 1,000 things going on in their head. In high school, you with people that are around the same age group with you. When you in college, it's all type of people. It's people your age, people that might be 5 years older than you, people that might be 10 years older than you. It might be people that's in there that's old enough to be your grandpa. I mean, it's kind of like every man for themselves, unless, like I said, you get those peers. And that's what I would suggest. Like, if I was really giving college advice, I would suggest that you try to find people around you to be cool with, because that's how you get through college. That's kind of gonna be like your cheat sheet, your friends, because most of the time your friends know friends. Like for me, I have a friend, she know friends, and that's how I kind of get help with a lot of my work, because she know people, and then my other friend might know people. So it's good to just make friends, because it's not like high school where the teachers will tell you what to do and guide you through a lesson. It's not like that. It's definitely not like that. Okay, next question. I already answered hygiene questions. A lot of these questions are pretty much like the same thing, so that's why it's hard for me to Oh, here's one. How do you know when somebody is the one? That is a big question. How do you know when somebody is the one? Once again, a feeling. Like I said, women intuition, y'all. Women intuition is real. When you meet somebody, it's gonna be a feeling that you get, that you're going to know that somebody is the one. Like, you're gonna know. Like, you gotta be able to be comfortable around them. When I say comfortable, I mean taking your clothes off, keeping your clothes on, having your hair a mess, being in a bonnet, makeup or no makeup, like coming straight from the gym or coming straight from practice, whatever you want to call it. You gotta be comfortable around that person. You have to be able to talk to that person, and that's one of the biggest things, communicating with that person. If you can't communicate with your significant other, that's not the one. How are you going to make a relationship work if you cannot have proper communication? You have to trust that person. When I say trust them, I don't only mean trust them in a relationship. I mean trust them like with your life. Like, look at this person and say, do I trust this person with my life? If me and this person was in danger, do I feel like they would be able to protect me? That's what I mean when I say you gonna know if that's the one. Like, you got to ask yourself real questions, like real life questions that'll make you think, like, damn, is this person really the one, or do I just like this person? Because having somebody that's the one and liking a person, that's two different things. That's two totally different things. Like, you can like somebody your whole life, but they might not necessarily be the one. Like I said, you're gonna get that feeling that nobody gonna be able to give you, nobody gonna be able to compare to. It's gonna feel like you met your best friend. Honestly, it's gonna feel like you met somebody that you cannot be separated from, that you feel like you cannot live without. It's gonna be that sense of just being around each other, and you just feel like I love her. That's literally how you're gonna feel. And it might take you a year, it might take you 3 months to feel like that. What's the proper time frame? I'm not gonna say, because you can feel a lot of things about somebody within a very short period of time. You could be with somebody for 2 years and think that they the one, but then you meet somebody else and you know them for 3 months and be like, damn, like, this is something so different. So it just depends on you and the situation, the other person. It just depends. So it's one more question on here, y'all, that I'm going to answer, because all the other questions I pretty much answered and all the other topics I pretty much covered. It says, how do you know when to give your boyfriend some? I feel like I'm saying the same thing over, but it's like a feeling. Like, it's literally like a feeling that you gonna feel when you know that you ready. I mean, the feeling that I had, it's different for me, because when I lost my virginity, I had already talked to him prior to us being together at that time. I had known him for 4 years already. I had been with him already. So our history was pretty much there, and it was like, I just felt like, okay, why not? Which I probably shouldn't have felt like that. I probably should have thought it through a little bit more. But it's gonna be a feeling. I would just say, make sure what you and that person got going on is real. Do not let anybody talk you into having sex. Don't let them make you feel that you are obligated to have sex with them, and it's gonna be consequences if you don't have. That's not the person that you want to sleep with. That's not the person that you want to lose your virginity to, or that you want to give something to. No, you need to feel comfortable around them. You need to know that when y'all do it, they're not going to go running their mouth. Your business is not going to be all in the street for everybody and their mama to know. You need to know what they've done in their past. Like, if it's your first time, you need to know what they've done before. You need to be protective. You need to use protection. You need to be very, very cautious, but certain at the same time. I feel like that's the best way to no, like if you feeling bad or you feeling guilty or you feeling like it shouldn't happen, don't do it. Your intuition is everything. Your mind telling you don't do this, don't do this, don't do it. If you got that feeling where you want to do it but you scared, that's normal, because if it's your first time, you gonna feel like that. You're gonna be scared. You might be nervous because it's your first time. You don't know how it's really gonna go. Anybody will be nervous. Even if it's not your first time, you probably still would be nervous because it's like, damn, I'm really finna do it with somebody new, or you know what I'm saying? So that feeling is certain. Like, you gonna have that good feeling. Like I said, don't let nobody talk you into it. Don't let nobody persuade you. Don't feel like you are obligated, because you are not. So that was the last question, y'all. I pretty much covered all the questions, all of the topics. You know, a lot of the stuff was the same thing, but I really enjoyed doing this video, having this girl talk or whatever. Like, I really wanted like a part 2. Who knows? But thanks for tuning in, y'all. Y'all already know I'm gonna drop another video next week. And yeah, I'm out.